Hello there, welcome to this Good Friday Pleasure Beach Experience Blackpool Pleasure Beach vlog. It's Friday the 19th of April 2019 and yeah, we're here for a few days at Blackpool Pleasure Beach over Easter weekend, and here comes the big one. So yeah, today I will be joined by Becca and of course Charlie. We're hoping to see if we can get Charlie on the Zipper Dipper or Blue Flyer, whatever you call it these days, for the first time. Also Mike will be here and Mr. Mark Yates. So it's going to be a great day at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, we're hoping. The weather's looking nice. Hopefully it'll be like last year on Good Friday when it was really quiet. But it's worth mentioning that last year Icon wasn't open, so that might change things ever so slightly. So yeah, we're going to walk around now, head out onto the park, and yeah, we'll see you in there.
When it stops,
so I'm now in the park here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and I've been joined by Mark, who's looking very shiny there in the sun.
Put some sun cream on me bald head, Anna, so you know what I mean?
Might have to take your advice shortly. And of course Big Mike, and I don't need to ask you what team, it's quite obviously Juventus or Jeep FC. Jeep FC, Mike rocking the beard there as well and the swarm hat. So I'm not taking my own advice today because I always say don't do Icon first. Well, this is why. There's a rather large queue, and also the big one has a rather large queue first, but we've all come in through, well no sorry, I've come in through the big blue entrance. Mark and Mike were here quite early, so we're just kind of headed straight here to Icon. We're chilled today though, aren't we? We're here tomorrow as well, we're just chilled.
Just chilled. Relax on a few rides, we'll be alright.
Yeah, exactly. Make the most of it today, because tomorrow might be heaving, hearing mixed reports.
You can imagine it'll be on the afternoon.
Yeah.
It'll be busy.
Yeah.
When everyone starts piling in because they know it's open till 10, so.
Yeah. But today it's 10 o'clock till 7. Good Friday.
Till 6, isn't it?
Is it 6? I thought it was 7.
No, till 6 he said this morning.
Oh, they dropped it then. I'm sure it was 7 on the website.
Definitely 6 tonight.
Oh dear. So it's not expected to be that busy then. It was 7 on the website.
Oh, that's what she said on the tickets. I'm sure she said 6 this morning.
Oh jeez. Let's hope it's wrong. Let's hope it's 7. So, good to be back. Obviously.
I've not been here for a while actually.
Yeah, it's been a few weeks, hasn't it? Looking forward to getting back on Icon and big one then. Yeah, let's hope we're on capacity.
I was hoping for an Icon hammering session, but I don't like it's going to happen today.
Well, I said at the start of the video before I met you two that last year on Good Friday it was dead, wasn't it? But we didn't have Icon.
Icon wasn't here then, was it?
No.
Yeah, but last Easter weekend it was quite dull, weren't it, really?
Yeah.
No. It wasn't quite cold. It was Baltic.
Baltic, yeah, iced over.
Whereas today we're expecting 20 degrees, so I imagine more people will be piling in.
More on that to be covered at Towers on Monday.
Yes, I've got to say, not that bright today actually. It's yellowish.
Yellowish.
I think I'm outdoing you, mate, I'm afraid.
It's because they've faded a little bit.
Mine have faded as well. Need new orange trainers.
Yeah, likewise.
Mark's just rocking the blue.
I'm just rocking the blue, but Mike said on the way here that he can't wait for the log rats.
Oh, you're doing the log flume
I
today?
think I might end up on it. I'm already warm now.
Valhalla?
Possibly.
Possibly. Oh.
That might depend on what the queue's like for it.
Yeah. Well, we shall see. Right, well, we'll see you after a ride on Icon, hopefully. So we've taken our ride on Icon and we thought we'd come over and do Nickelodeon Streak. Something rather concerning is that we think it might shut at 5 o'clock. As mentioned earlier on, park close is indeed 6 o'clock and not 7 as I first thought. So if this closes at 5, that's one of the major attractions closed before the park's even closed. How was your ride on Icon?
Very good.
Shall we walk and talk?
Yeah.
Yeah. Front row ride?
Yeah.
Did the mist cool you down enough? Not really? Oh, I thought it was quite nice. Hey? No, fair enough. I thought it was nice and cooling. So yeah, we're taking the chance to get on Nickelodeon Street while it's quiet, because once everyone's in the park we suspect it'll be pretty damn busy. was Nickelodeon Street?
That were good.
Good.
Yeah.
Good to get on it early before it gets too busy.
Yeah, it won't be like that for much longer.
No, it won't. To be fair though, I thought the staff were getting it dispatched really quick.
They were actually.
So, what are you doing now? The log flume. About time you went on this. On you go.
A bit warm.
It is a bit warm, you're right. We'll see you in a minute. Yeah. That wasn't a big enough splash, you need to go again.
You sit in the front.
So Mark, is it a Valhalla kind of day, do you think?
Yes, definitely.
It's starting to feel like it, isn't it?
Starting to feel like it. It shouldn't be too busy, so there shouldn't be a big enough queue like
Yeah.
there'll be tomorrow. So I reckon we get on it.
I reckon we should.
Annual ride.
I reckon we should head over in a minute.
Yeah, definitely. Head towards flying machines and,
Yeah.
and then get on it.
We'll go and get some sun cream from Flying Machine Shop
Yeah.
for Charlie,
Yeah.
and then we'll go on Valhalla.
We will.
I bet you Mike bails. Bet you.
Just done this, we'll be wet out already, so it won't make no difference.
So you've just bought a drinks capsule, I believe.
I have,
Did you
yes.
get season pass discount?
No season pass discount. I got it last year, but for whatever reason, I went, we'll get season pass discount this time. And he went, no, you only get it on meal deals now.
Really?
That's literally what he said to me. I was like, so nothing. He went, no, it's just £10 all the time.
In last week's video of the merchandise here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, well, I missed something out because it wasn't here until the day after I filmed it. But since my little video last week, I have in my possession a bit of the track from the big one, and it is definitely off the big one. And Mark's got himself a hat.
Needed it today. Needed it.
What have we got?
The red one.
Revolution.
So yeah, here in my hand is some classic Aerodynamics or Watson Steel or Addison track, however you want to put it. But these will cost you £150 a chunk. So I'll show you what else they've got as well. They also have what appear to be some unused seat belts. So I could do you a bit of a demonstration like on the plane, but I'm not going to. So there you go, bit of a cabin crew. But yeah, these don't look like they've ever been
They're not
used.
used, they're brand new.
Although, if you look on the receipt, this is 2015.
So they're out of date.
They're out of date and maybe just never been used. But yeah, if you want a big one seatbelt, come to Blackpool Pleasure Beach, you can buy one.
Or not a big one.
Or a Ryanair seatbelt, I don't know where it's off.
Yeah.
There you go.
Can I point out these are too new to have been used?
Although, may I introduce
They're out of
you
date.
2015.
Yeah, but that has not been used.
Debate on camera. Well, we don't know what it's for or where it's from.
Either that
but-
or the surplus from Boeing.
Yes, that's true.
Probably.
From Boeing, yeah. They will set you back 40 quid. So, yeah.
So anyone needs a seatbelt for the car?
So if you need some seat belts, child belts, or anything for your car, come to Blackpool Pleasure Beach and get yourself a seat belt. And stop filming me making a mess. And Red Nose Day, that's
The red
what-
nose.
Red Nose Day. Yeah, I'll do that. Red Nose Day.
We think it's off a Wild Mouse car.
We think it's off a Wild Mouse car. We certainly do. And of course, you've got all your authentic ride parts. Are they off the well? They are off the Wild Mouse as well.
Top.
They're off
Either
the
that
top.
or they've cut that. Either that or they've made.
Well, they're specially made. Unfortunately, there's no big one running wheels at the minute, but there is wheels of some sort underneath, so I'm not sure what they're off.
They have some sort.
I think they're off Infusion, but I'm not so sure. So, Mark, what do you think of the Pleasure Beach merch?
It's alright.
It's alright, yeah?
They've got better with it
Yeah.
over time, you know what I mean? And it's like, especially like with the Rev hat and stuff
Yeah.
like that, so they are getting so much better with it.
Yeah, good stuff. Will you be buying a big one track at £150 a piece?
I might give it a miss for that.
Might give it a miss for that.
I might give it a miss for £150.
Shall we ask Mike? Will you be getting one?
Not at 150 quid, no.
No.
That's more than my season pass cost.
That is a very, very fair
2
point.
season passes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's nearly 2 season passes. And how was your ride on the log flume?
Wet.
Wet, mildly moist.
Yeah.
Time for Valhalla then. Ah yes, we must not forget to mention those. It would
They
seem that
look
we've.
suspiciously new though.
They do look suspiciously
They
new.
look suspiciously new.
And also, don't forget the traumatizer buses. It's worth mentioning that last year that there was only like 4 of these on sale, and we were told that they were the last 4. it looks like someone's raided a stock room somewhere in Southport because there's a lot more than 4. So we've just had dinner at the FY4 fountain. Mike's had his chocolate digestives. Me, Becca and Mark have had cheeseburgers. How was it?
It's alright. Really nice, I enjoyed that. Good.
What do you think of the catering options in general at Pleasure Beach though?
You need somewhere to sit inside.
Yes, definitely.
It's alright for weather like this, but it gets a bit dull and overcast, not so much sitting in. There's only really coasters that you can do that in at the moment. So.
Yeah, and it's only got a very limited range of food as well.
Exactly, so just like a nice burger place inside it, you can go down a treat here.
I tell you what, there's a great location for that. Bowlerdrome. And we'll go and check it out shortly.
Just gut it and then put something nice in there.
Yeah, and a coaster station to boot.
Yeah, just get a nice kiddie coaster on the roof.
Yeah.
Be good.
SPF visa on the roof.
SPF visa, no, we'll get one of them in Nickland. So, what's your thoughts on catering at Pleasure Beach overall?
It's not very good.
Not very good. Why?
Nothing really that attracts me to it.
Is it not just standard sort of theme park food?
But extremely expensive.
Yeah.
It's pricey. It's about the Wetherspoons is across the road, to be quite honest.
Yeah, so that's the thing.
That's the solution to the problem at this moment in time.
What, just go to Spoons for dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only problem with that is that it takes ages to get back in. Which is another problem we've discussed in PB Monthly.
Yeah.
So,
but when it's quiet today, but when this queue is over there, is it any longer?
no, that's a fair point. It's a fair point. So
That's
what?
my other gripe.
Yeah. So what next? Where are we going next? Are you ready for Valhalla yet?
I'm always ready for that.
Should we check out Bowlerdrome? Yeah.
Bowlerdrome and see what differs like after that.
Yeah. Do you want to buy a balloon?
I'll give it a bit.
Give it a miss. All right, fair enough. So in last week's video here at Pleasure Beach, I did a bit of coverage of the Bowlerdrome, spoke about some rumours, which the comments on that video were quite interesting. Mark, what are you thinking? How does it look?
It looks temporary.
Yeah.
So something else is either going to replace it shortly, or they're going to put something else over the top of it.
Yes, like an underlayer.
Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think that they should do in this area? Is this the ideal location for a catering unit, or should it be used for a ride, do you think? Does Pleasure Beach need as many arcades as it's got?
No. You could have just that end as the arcade as you come in, and as you're leaving. Have this just as catering outlet.
Yeah.
It's a food court.
Yeah.
I just built a massive food court in there.
It did used to be a food court along here.
Well, there was. I remember the little place in the back there.
Yeah, it used to be Bean Street.
Yeah.
Bean Street, well, it did have a fire in, I think it was 2004. So you'd turn this into catering area as
Massive
well.
food court.
But would you not rather see it used as a ride area? Or is there somewhere else that you would say is better for that?
Does that then mean you can get rid of what's
Say
here?
you could get rid of all this. And of course, there is also here too. So,
Get without impossible,
yeah,
and have that as a walkway to go to a coaster behind it.
yeah. I mean, there is room on that car park behind the Bowlerdrome. We've seen that from the past.
Well, you could easily fit like a Mac Big Dipper on a Mac spinner in it.
Yeah.
Also, let's be honest, if there's anywhere that can put a coaster in a place that there isn't room for a coaster,
It's here, isn't it? Should we go and take a look inside the Bowlerdrome then? I don't know. Oh, it's now called Bowling or Bowlingo. Sorry,
it always was.
Bowlingo.
The bowling always was.
Yeah,
called
that's the
bowling.
bowling, isn't it? All right, ignore me. Let's just take a look inside this building with no name. And it looks the same.
Because it is.
It's exactly the same. It's even got the same.
We've moved a couple of machines around, basically.
Yeah. Some of these machines are probably older than me.
That's about the same age as the big one.
What's that? The Ridge Racer?
Yeah.
How old is it? Same age as the big one?
Thereabouts, yeah. It's very early. Well, that's a Mark 1 MX-5. They stopped making them in about 1996.
Yeah. Fair enough. Just another quick look at the Bowlerdrome now that it's finished in its current form. Please let us know in the comments what you think. I've got a feeling I know what you're all going to say. It's too grey. But
It's a bit white.
grey and white.
It's all white.
Looks grey to me. but it is quite bright out here today.
Yeah,
So
it's white. It looks like a base layer.
yeah, do you think it'll change?
I hope so.
You hope so?
I hope there's something to go over it.
Yeah,
Even
me
if it's
too.
just signage.
Yeah, just something.
Yeah.
Especially when you look down there and you can see like the vibrant colour of the big one and Impossible and even Noah's Ark.
Well, I haven't noticed it until today how bright Impossible it is.
Yeah, now they've redone it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks good.
And the Palladium next to it is as well.
Yeah.
We did vaguely cover it in closed season when we visited.
Yes.
That they were working on the front of the arcades in front of Grand National.
Yeah, well, I mean, there was
Rated
rumours.
it on the front and it looks alright.
There was rumours it was going to be Burger King at one point.
Seems slightly odd, but
Are we being too harsh on the Pleasure Beach in terms of how things are going in terms of them being grey? Because they're getting a lot of feedback, well, I'd say feedback, they're getting a lot of stick about things being dull and grey and boring coloured. Are we giving them too much stick?
to get a bit too much.
What, the stick or the colours?
The colours.
Yeah.
It's losing a bit of the...
You look at pictures from
Yeah.
the older days of Pleasure Beach.
Yeah.
I hesitate to talk about it, but you look at the Pleasure Beach in the 90s and it was a lot more vibrant.
It was, wasn't it?
I mean, look at the River Caves.
No, it's not the one.
I mean, even it's been like that now since 2016. It'd be nice to see it go back to how it
All
looked
the animals on the roof
in
there,
2016.
like that.
I think I just said that it's been like that since 2016. I think I got my years right. But it was 2016 they changed it, wasn't it? And I remember saying at the time, look, they've just spent loads of money on Icon, they'll fix it soon, but it still looks the same. But are we being too harsh? Are we being too harsh about that? Are we being too harsh about the food? Or are we just being truthful?
No, I don't think so, because I know when I go towers, or Thorpe for that matter, there's always an option.
Yeah.
Food. There's more than one place that you think, shall I go for food?
Yeah.
Like there's always fins or pasta.
Yeah, pizza
or,
and pasta.
Woodcutters.
Yeah.
Or pasta.
There's lots of
or
options.
the burger places. The on the fly burger places are nice at towers.
Yeah, because here we've got Burger King, Gourmet Burger, Big One Burgers, and then there's hot dog stalls.
Yeah.
There's obviously the pizza place. Yeah, you got the pizza place as well.
They do a job. Pizza Kitchen
Hit and miss.
nice it used to be.
No,
And I think it's a bit overshadowed by Towers one's got better.
Towers and
Lot
Thorpe's versions are a lot better.
Yeah. I think it's been overshadowed. I think it's stood still
Yeah,
and it's been overshadowed.
definitely.
I know which one I'd pick any day of the week. It's
Yeah.
Out of the three of them, it's Towers.
Do you think?
Hands down.
I think the one at Thorpe's better purely because of the pasta. I think the pasta's better there.
I think it's the other way around. I don't like the pasta there.
Oh, fair enough. So
But I
on,
prefer the pizzas they do at Towers.
Yeah.
And they do the nachos.
so on another note, it's Good Friday
Yeah.
and it's very quiet.
It looked really busy this morning.
But it always does when everyone's waiting outside.
Yeah,
That's the
no,
thing.
Even first thing in the morning, but I think it was because everyone was waiting for a ride to open.
Yeah, that's true. Shall we go and do some rides while we've got the chance? Because we're expecting
It's
tomorrow's going
gonna
to
be
be a
busy
lot busier. So yeah.
Yeah.
Shall we go and do the Big Dipper while we've got the chance? Although what I will say actually is Big Dipper, along with the big one and Icon, moves the queue really quickly here. And we're definitely not buying a balloon. I've tried to get Mark to get one, but he's not having it. So yeah, we were saying about it not being very busy. This is the back of the Big Dipper queue. The extensions aren't in use, and it's on 2 trains, so we're going to be on it in no time. So yeah, we'll see you after a ride on the Big Dipper. So we've taken a ride on the Big Dipper. How was it?
I said it before, I'll say it again. Best Woody on park by far.
Best Woody by far. I totally agree. I think it's one of my favourite rides in this country.
It's getting that way.
Pleasure Beach Experience on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, this bridge, this bridge is reopened, so we don't know if they've changed it or what. It doesn't seem to be any different. I'm not sure if it's not quite as steep, but it is actually no different. But what are you going to say?
Think of is that they were worried about ice and water and whatnot.
Yeah, on opening weekend. Yeah. So the big one queue as well doesn't look too bad, so probably going to give that a go shortly.
I think avoiding that at the start of the day was a wise move.
Yes, it was. So yeah, what were you saying about the bridge, sorry?
I suspect the opening weekend might have been to do with weather.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't actually
Nothing's
changed, has it?
No.
It's still steep.
Yeah, I suspect it was that they didn't want people on it.
If it was raining.
Which it was.
Yeah.
And if
well, opening weekend was quite
ice,
nice, but I can understand why.
Yeah.
With how last year started with
if
being
it
cold and
with
wet.
ice as well.
Yeah.
Because it was bloody cold that weekend, wasn't
Yeah, it was. Here comes the big one. So yeah, big one's on 2 trains, not much of a queue. How'd you like your queues on Good Friday at Blackpool Pleasure Beach? I like mine like this, because there isn't many. Big one, like we say, he's on 2 trains and a queue. Halfway through the day, it's halfway up the ramp. That is exactly how we like it. Of course, it's not great for Pleasure Beach it being this quiet, but for us, it's great it being this quiet, isn't it?
It's great. It is good for us.
But I could just say it's not good for the park, is it?
No, you want to see it busy.
I'm hoping it'll be busier for them tomorrow, but
I'll say one thing, I reckon they're making a few bob on drinks.
Yeah,
well, more than likely.
I've seen loads today.
Yeah.
I hope they are making money because it's just not very busy again for Good Friday.
Unless people have thought, you know what, I'll come down in the Friday afternoon, stay over Friday, come Saturday, Sunday,
Yeah.
and go home, do it that way.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how busy it is tomorrow, that's for sure. Mike, why do you think it's so quiet? Or is it just because people are coming tomorrow?
I think tomorrow's got a lot to do with it.
Tomorrow?
It's not, you don't normally have the late nighter on a Easter Saturday.
No, there is that.
That will have something to do with it.
That's an interesting decision in itself, I'd say.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyway.
They've landed the weather right for it.
Yeah,
I'll say
definitely.
that much. I think, although we don't believe there's that many booked on, I think they'll get a lot of turn-up custom tomorrow.
Oh, definitely.
I think they'll get a lot of on the dayers.
I'm surprised there hasn't been more walk-up custom today. And one thing I will say is, on a day like this, 6 o'clock close, you're not going to get much walk-up custom because if people are
Not in the
turning up,
afternoon anyway.
people are turning up at 1, 2 o'clock. They're not going to come in at 6, are they? When it's open till 6, sorry.
Another one worth pointing out as well is, bear in mind that a lot of people use this as a lie-in day.
Yeah,
Been at work all week.
yeah, exactly.
There's only us nutters that do a week's work and then get up at the crack of dawn to come here.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think, Mark? Is 6 o'clock too early on Good Friday? Or based on what we're seeing, is it the right time?
Based on the right time, isn't it, I think?
You think?
Because from a business point of view, if they were to open till 7 o'clock, it's just more money that they have to pay in staff.
There is that. So would you say that it'd be better off opening later? As in, open at 11?
I said this to you earlier on, it's like, for the location of it, it should be like Leesburg.
Yeah.
Maybe open at dinner time, 1 o'clock, but then open till 10, 11 o'clock at
Might
night.
go with the flip side of, yeah, we're shutting at 6, but if you shut at 9, you can potentially sell the 15 quid wristband.
You might get a second. You might get a second wind of custom. People who arrive in Blackpool at like 1, 2 o'clock.
4 o'clock, can't you?
I just don't think, from a thinking as a dad, if I came here and had never been here before, if I got here at 2 o'clock and it was open till 6, like it is, I wouldn't come in here for 30 odd quid.
You wouldn't. So I know that obviously I've recently booked the Kennywood ticket.
Yeah.
They do one at 5 o'clock.
Yeah.
But it's open till 10 and it's like $20.
Yeah.
Well, for $20 you'd rock up and go, wouldn't you?
Yeah, exactly.
Rather than paying the full price on it. So something like that would work alright if it opened later.
Definitely. So anyway, we're not going to moan anymore because it being quiet means that we're going to get on lots of rides, especially on the big one. So we're taking our standard ride on the Pleasure Beach Express here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and we've just been on the big one. Mike, how was it?
Fast.
Fast.
Like, really fast.
Airtime or no airtime?
Well, the big one doesn't have airtime, does it?
I disagree, but
Yeah, I disagree as
you
well.
disagree, yeah. Well, we were sat on the back row, so that might have had something to do with it.
Did attempt us to put us on BPB station.
Yeah, no, I thought it was really good.
Yeah, no, it raced really fast.
Mark,
No wind.
how was it for you?
Superb. Absolutely brilliant.
I'm glad to hear Mike's got no wind as well. Just briefly mentioning that. But
It makes a change, doesn't it?
it does, yeah.
It was really, really, really well, weren't it? I mean, there was plenty, that serious intent, even, you know, making them turn back and everything on it. Really, really good shot.
Really good. Running it probably its best. Does it make you excited for Magnum XL?
Very much so.
Very much so.
Very much so. Like, I just imagine in the airtime hills going into the tunnel. Cannot wait for it. Cannot wait.
Yeah, and we did have a couple of observations about the big one though, in terms of, well, the staff are great. They were running it really well, but they were being hindered by Speedy Pass.
Yeah, it was like, there was times when it was sending it as soon as it was hitting the mid-course.
Yeah.
And it was ready, it was going, it was ready to go. And then you get the train where you had to wait because Speedy Pass was getting on. And they were stacking it.
Yeah.
It just hindered the operation so much. It's really quite a day considering, but...
The thing is, the stacking is not because of the staff, it's because of Speedy Pass, isn't it?
Yeah, because you have to let everybody depart the stations, then get them on, and then it opens your gate, and you have to sit on it, and then you have to check everybody. They're a good like 4 or 5 minutes due to that. It needs to change.
It does, because I've got the light switched off auto, we'll carry on after the tunnel. So, Mike, what did you think about that? Would you agree with Mark that Speedy Pass was hindering things?
On a normal dispatch, spot on.
Yeah, but
Like,
there's no
really
Speedy
good,
Pass,
like,
it was
really
really
good.
quick, wasn't it?
Like, really good. But I'll tell you what though, so was that.
Yeah,
So
Big Dipper.
they were really good as well this morning.
Yeah.
Here
I think-
comes Michael.
I think Speedy Pass is something we spoke about on the last PB Monthly, slowing things down. So yeah, it's a shame. Hopefully they can implement a system that stops it hindering operations, because otherwise, Big One's operations today are really good.
They were spot on today, it really was. That's off to them staff though.
Yeah.
They didn't hang around, they couldn't go it any faster, they couldn't do it, they couldn't work it any faster than what they was doing. So the operations were really good on it.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully more of the same tomorrow.
Hopefully.
the
I
only-
imagine you'll be busier though tomorrow.
Yeah, definitely. The only thing is, again, tomorrow Speedy Pass is going to hinder them so much because people come here and don't really check the queues, they just buy it.
Yeah, I think people have bought it today for whatever reason.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you didn't need it.
They must get home and think, Christ, that was a waste of money.
Yeah.
We would have got on everything anyway.
Exactly, whereas tomorrow people will rock up and they will just straight away buy Speedy Pass.
Yeah, and it will make the queues pretty much unbearable without it.
Will be.
Yeah, right, well, we'll see you all after a ride on the Pleasure Beach Express.
Gotta be safe.
Gotta be safe, don't slip.
Don't slip. You know what? I'm good. I'm good now.
Yeah, unfortunately Mike's staying in the shop though, he's a bit concerned.
Jeez, might be a bit slippy for you.
Yeah, just be careful Mike, just be careful, don't fall. Just take it slowly, slowly, slowly. Yeah, just take it slowly.
Right, no problem.
Mother, you're not escaping that quickly. How was Wallace and Gromit, your
Really
first
good.
ever ride?
Really good. Second.
Second.
Really good. I have walked Wallace and Gromit before.
Yeah, you
very
walked
good.
it on an event.
Very good.
Good
very
stuff.
Not scary, no neck ache.
No.
All right for people with bad necks.
Every time now.
Yep.
How was Wallace and Gromit, guys?
It's alright, wasn't it really? I thought all the effects were working. The odd one was slightly out.
Yeah, the timing seemed to be going.
A couple of things out of sync, but
Other than that, it was alright. I mean, Blur was back in there.
Yeah.
The end bit.
Yeah.
So it's alright.
so where shall we go now? We've not actually been on North Park, have we?
No.
We just don't bother with it
Is there
anymore.
actually anything on North Park?
It's a
Really?
Grand National, come on.
Right,
done that, right?
we did our annual ride on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Ice Blast?
We did our annual round on that as well. 3 weeks ago.
We've not done our annual ride on Valhalla yet.
Warm for it though.
Bit warm.
It's a bit warm.
It's warm and it's warm.
You need a Solero.
So,
Yeah, but the fake ones here, aren't they?
Fake Soleros.
Fake Soleros here.
bit plastic.
Right, well, we'll see you after whatever ride we decide to do next. We'll be deciding all day at this rate. So we finally decided which ride we were going to go on, and it's Big Dipper because, well, there's even less of a queue than earlier. But for some reason, the extensions are now open. But yeah, we couldn't resist a ride on Big Dipper while it's this quiet. And it's still on 2 trains as well, so going to be on it in no time at all. We'll probably do a couple of goes on it while it's this quiet. The original plan was to head to Icon, but when you walk past Big Dipper and see it this quiet, you've just got to do it. Excellent rides on the Big Dipper, and now it's time to come and do quite a few rides on Icon. Queue's moving really quick now that it's on 3 trains. Your ride on firstly Big Dipper and then Icon.
Big Dipper, very good, very airtime.
Very airtime filled again.
Icon, very good, very airtime.
Very airtime filled. Come on, at least finish your sentences. Probably finish sentences for him now, Mark.
Terrible, isn't it?
We'll have to sack him off, aren't we?
Yeah, just like literally cuts off halfway through. It's like his battery's run out or something.
I think his battery is expiring, he'll be asleep soon. Where do you want to go next? Big one? Rev?
Rev.
Rev. Right, let's do it. I think we need to go on the big one as well, actually.
Just have a look at what queue's like on both of them, can't we?
Yeah, we've got time, 2 hours left. It's going well, we've got on lots of rides. And the sun is still shining.
That's why I put that on so it wasn't shining off my bald head in camera.
Yeah. So we're into the final hour here at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and we're going to finish the day with a ride on the big one. It's been excellent today, hasn't it?
It's been flying around there today, absolutely flying. It's been really good.
And we're hoping for more of the same tomorrow.
Hopefully, fingers crossed.
I can't wait to see you guys on Magnum XL. I think you're going to love it.
Can't wait for it, especially now it's come out on the ERT in like an hour and a half.
Coastermania.
Coastermania.
7 weeks today, we'll be hammering Magnum XL on Coastermania.
I don't think I'll move. Well, I say that. Dragster's on at the same time, so I might do one night ride on Dragster.
Yeah.
And then just sit on Magnum.
Absolutely hammer it.
For like all the rest of the time.
Oh yeah. So we're going to take this one last ride on the big one now, and then we'll wrap up the video with our review on how the day's gone. So not content with having his first ride on Blue Flyer, Charlie is now trying to get himself on the big one. He's a little bit too small for it. So we've come to the end of our very good day at the Pleasure Beach. Would you trust these two men as car salesmen? I don't think so. Let's get their opinion on the day, starting with Mark.
It's been a really good day, you know, operations have been on point and that, there's been no one getting around, it's been enjoyable. It's not been overly busy, but it's been good. I've really enjoyed it. That's a good round, so it's been good.
And something a little bit strange, it's 5:20 and the big one's now closed, there's no queue, so we're a little bit confused by that.
Baffled by that.
I'm not sure if we don't really know what's going on because people are just jumping the fences, but it appears to be closed, but there's no reason why it would be. It's no queue.
No queue.
So how's your day been?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Quieter than expected?
No, I thought it would probably be, I was hoping it'd be quieter today, to be honest. I knew today was going to be the quieter day.
Yeah, definitely. Well, we expect Monday will be even quieter, but we'll be at Towers that day. So, if I could push you for one highlight of the day, what would it be? The big one? Yeah, running that well.
Very, 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 very good.
Good stuff. I'm going to push Mark for his highlight of the day now.
definitely the big one.
Definitely the big one.
It's been absolutely flying round, you know what I mean? And loads of airtime on it as well, so it's been good.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed the big one today.
Good stuff. Any negatives? What's the biggest negative? Only one. Push you for one negative if there is any.
Speedy pass on big one.
Yeah.
Although I'll throw in that the food place ran out of food.
Yes.
So I was like, alright, okay, then I'm not spending my money then. I'll take it elsewhere.
It's a little bit daft, isn't it? Because we're now all going spoons for tea.
Exactly.
We were going to have tea on park, but
nothing, so.
there you go. All highlights for you, or have you got any gripes?
Just Speedy Pass being a nuisance.
Yeah.
As ever.
Yeah.
Speedy Pass ever been anything but a nuisance apart from when we used it.
Yeah, because we're hypocrites like that.
Yeah, but in defence though, the whole rest of the park was using it.
Exactly, and that's part of the problem. We are.
That many people using it that it's either you use it or you spend your entire 12 or 14 hours in the park stuck here.
Yeah. It's,
and then 10 minutes later you're here, and then here, and here.
Yeah.
You literally spend all day in that queue.
Yeah, it's a bit of a if you can't beat them, join them kind of thing, isn't it? So
especially when you get Speedy Pass, season pass discount.
Yes, definitely. So I'm going to flip the camera now and I'll do my wrap up.
So yeah, that's the end of a very good day here at Pleasure Beach on Good Friday. Highlights for me were a big one, like Mark and Mike have said, absolutely flying today, on top form. Makes you question whether it is actually the best ride here, because on today's form it's been better than Icon, definitely. Icon was really good on the back row, but I've enjoyed the big one more. And I'd go as far as saying Big Dipper ran Icon pretty close today as well. Icon was really good, but I think Big Dipper and Big One were probably at their best today, so that's been a real highlight. Negatives, as we say, Speedy Pass. What's the point in buying it when no one's really on the rides? As you've probably seen in the video, we've queued, what, 10, 15, 20 minutes for some of the rides, if that, because the queues have been that small. The thing that's held up the queues the most is people using Speedy Pass, because when they use it as well, it's not like they go, yeah, I'm going to get on the ride really quick. They just saunter on the ride, put me back there. Oh, I'll take a selfie. Oh, and then I'll get in the seat. And I can tell that it's really getting on the staff's nerves as well. None of the staff have said that, but you can just tell it's pissing people off, because they've got to put up with people in the air gates going, well, you're taking my seat with Speedy Pass user now. And I think they've just got to find a way of implementing the system there. I've got nothing against Speedy Pass being here. Like Mike said, we've used it in the past. There's got to be a better way of implementing the system, especially on the big one. This ride can run a queue off quicker than anything here if it's given the chance to, especially as the staff on it are actually really good and they really know how to shift the queue on it. But unfortunately they are hindered by Speedy Pass, which is just not implemented very well. But the problem is it's been like that now for 8 years, so it's not going to change. Catering's obviously an issue. There's been places that run out of food, places that run out of drinks. It's not halfway through the season, but it's not the start of the season, it's not the end of the season, so you would expect that they'd be fully stocked up, but it's one of those things. So that's it for now. Tomorrow we're going to film another vlog at Pleasure Beach, but tomorrow we're going to do a bit of a challenge. With it being a 10 o'clock close and we're hearing that 18,000 people could be here, we've also heard that only 4,000 could be here, so we're really in contrast of numbers. But we're going to try and do all 10 coasters before it gets really busy. So tomorrow's vlog is going to be, can we do all 10 coasters at the Pleasure Beach on a late night close? Until then, thanks for watching and we'll see you in the next Pleasure Beach Experience video.